Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going over the books I got my kids for Christmas. And so I'm excited to share these books with you, and also I have some extras that I just couldn't help but get. So I'm going to share those with you as well. So if you are new to my channel, I created this channel as a homeschooling resource to give you different curriculum ideas, organizational ideas, and ways to invite Christ into your homeschool space. So if you're interested in those things, please hit that subscribe button and let's talk about some books. In one of my recent videos, I think it was the 11 non-toy items that would make great Christmas presents video. I'll link that up here. I talked about books being one of those things and how I get books for my kids for Christmas and for their birthdays. Usually for Christmas, we do 2 books, and for their birthday, I usually get them 1. And so this year, I got a whole bunch of books, mostly from Usborne, and there's a few from Amazon, so I'll show those ones first. The Usborne ones are in a couple boxes right here. I haven't even opened them up. I remember sort of what I got, but I figured it'd be more fun just to all be surprised and excited together. So we're gonna kind of open them all up together. So I don't always get an Usborne order for Christmas books, but this year I decided to do something different. It's been several years since I've really gotten a big order from them. I usually just look on Amazon and stuff, but I was like, okay, they have a lot of fun books, and I have a friend that happened to do a party about the same time I was looking. And so I just joined her party, and it was a lot of fun. And so I got a whole bunch of books, and I'm excited to share them with you. So let's start talking about these books. I'll try to go through them somewhat quickly and link anything below that I can from Amazon and then from Usborne if you're interested in looking at the books further. So let's talk about the Amazon books first. So first of all, I have this book. This is an engineering book, Gutsy Girls Go for Science Engineers. And this one is for my 7-year-old girl. She has recently kind of showed an interest in engineering, so we thought it would be fun to get her a book. So this one, I've just briefly looked through it, but it kind of goes through women throughout history that are engineers. It has some different activities that they can do in here and different things like that. So I just thought it would be a fun book for her. Another one we got off of Amazon is Calvin and Hobbes. This is for my oldest. He is almost 9 and he really loves comic books. So we thought this would be a really fun one for him to go through. My husband picked it out because I don't know much about, comics and stuff like that. And then the last one I got off of Amazon is this one. It's kind of a mix between a book and like a STEM type of a thing. So, cause it comes with all these little pieces over here. It's a Lego type book. So it comes with some Lego bricks, and then I think you use your own, but then it has this book here that goes through all these different contraptions and things that you can build. So I thought that he would really enjoy this. They had another one as well. I can't remember what that's called, but I can link it down below. That was a little bit different, and so that one could also be a lot of fun if you have kids that love Legos or building stuff or engineering type things as well. This would probably be a good book, I'm guessing. I haven't used it yet, so I can't say 100% that it would be a good book. So those are the Amazon ones. So let's open these boxes. We'll bring one over here. So I had already cut them open, but I have not peeked inside. So sorry, we're gonna get some crinkle paper. So let me get rid of the crinkle paper and then we'll come back. Okay, crinkle paper is gone. So some of these books are not Christmas presents for my kids. I kind of got them as like homeschool Christmas present gift for me and for them that I can use throughout the rest of the year and then for years, in our homeschool space. And so I'll let you know which ones I got for what. But it looks like the ones on top are going to be just like homeschool space type books. I'm just like leaning on this box right here. So this is Look Inside Your Body. I thought this one was really fun, and my kids loved talking about human biology last year. It was like one of their favorite things. I haven't ever seen them so interested in science. So this one is cool. It has a whole bunch of these little flaps, rip the flap books if you want to call them that. And then it opens up. Let me see if I can open it. And kind of, it shows what's inside your body. Some of them have multiple flaps, at least when I saw them online from the host of the party. You open them and then you can open them again to reveal something else. So I'm excited to look through this one and think it'll be a lot of fun for my kids to go through. And then a couple of chapter books that I got I thought would be fun to read to my kids are Heidi. So Did you ever watch that movie? It's been so long since I've seen the Heidi movie. It's been a long time. I could hardly even remember the story, but I just remember thinking it sounded like a fun book to read. So they have some pictures, they're kind of bigger words. So you could even have, if you have a child that is a good reader at this age, like my daughter's 7 right now, but she wouldn't be able to read this by herself, but they could read it by themselves, or you could have it. So my son is in 3rd grade, and he kind of helped me pick a few books he wanted to read for the school year, and usually just reads like a chapter a day of chapter books. A lot of them are like the classic start books, so this could be a fun option for that as well. Just have them read a chapter a day for their reading for homeschool for the day, so that would be fun. And then I also got Anne of Green Gables. This one's even bigger. That's a thick book, guys. So, but oh, pretty pictures though. This is fun. I'm excited. So I started reading Anne of Green Gables. I watched these movies when I was in college, and I like fell in love with it. And all my roommates, we're girls, and we just loved it. It was just, you're all just like swooning, and it was just great. And so I saw this and I was like, okay, we're gonna get that. So I'm excited to go through this too with my daughter. And then another one that I got just for another Christmas, this is a real Christmas book, not just like a Christmas book haul, is the Santa Post. And so I thought this looked a lot of fun. I saw this from somebody, I think, where did I even see this? Oh, I know where it was. It was the Rooted in Rest. I think she unboxed some of her Usborne books, and this was one of them that she had got, and I thought it looked really cool. It kind of reminds me of that Mailman book. The Post, what is it called? I don't know. I can't remember, but it has little letters in it. This one is safer though, because that one they put them in envelopes, and it's really easy for my kids to rip. But this one isn't in envelopes. They can just flip them up. So I thought that this concept was really cool, and it's just fun. I like to try to get 1 or 2 new Christmas books every year because we just read them for homeschool, and it's always fun to have something different. And this one just looked cute, and it's beautiful. Like, oh, sorry, I am not used to like trying to show you guys books. So that looks cool. It's a carrot. So I feel like the illustrations are beautiful, and I'm just excited to read this book with my kids. And then this one is also for my daughter, the 7-year-old that we got the other engineering book for. So again, we're going heavy on the engineering stuff this year. That's what she said she's interested in. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if she is or not. But this has stickers, a poster, a press out model. So this one I got because it had some different kind of experiments they could do to give them an insight to different engineering, like what engineers do. And so I thought that was cool. They have, different areas of engineering that they're talking about in here. Windmills, and then some sort of cutout, like it said right here. It looks like maybe a game. And so I got a couple of these types of books. This one's engineering, and I have a few other ones, I believe, so we'll get to those ones. But this looked like a lot of fun. So that's gonna be so her 2 books are gonna be engineering books for Christmas that she's gonna get. This one I got for my son, and he'll either get it for Christmas or for his birthday. Both my son's birthdays are the week after Christmas. So when I shop for Christmas presents, I'm usually also shopping for birthday presents just to get it all out of the way and be done. So then our Christmas tree looks like we have a bazillion kids, because then we also have birthday presents. So this one I thought would be fun for him. Last year we got him a cooking book, like a very basic one, and he really, really loved using that. And so I thought we'll try another chef book. And so it looks like maybe some taste testing here, the different tastes, and fantastic food. I'm not sure everything that's in here, but it just looked really cool. And then maybe a recipe that you're supposed to create. I'm not really sure, again. But then it has a game or some stickers. This looks like a pizza or something. I'm not really sure, guys. So that one looked really cool. And then this is also just for our homeschool room, because we are gonna be talking about space this year. We're doing earth science and astronomy. And so right now we're still like in the earth science section, but maybe sometime in the spring we'll talk more about space. So I thought this would be a fun one. And this is also a lift the flap type book. So like our little astronaut right here, you open it up. So that looks like a lot of fun. And I just thought it'd be another interactive way for my kids to learn more about space. And then this book, this is the last one in this box, and then we still have one more box, so we'll set that one down there. So this book is for my 5-year-old. He's almost 6. His birthday's the day after Christmas, and he's interested in becoming a worker because we live in like a new subdivision, and so there's a lot of houses being built behind us, and so he wants to be one of those workers. That's what he always tells us. And so I thought this book would be a lot of fun for him. Construction and demolition. And then again, it's a lift the flat book. I don't know where all they are. Oh, here they are. Here's one. And so you can open it and you can kind of see, and it talks about like toilets, utilities, stairs. I think it's showing you kind of what the code is if you were to see it on maybe a blueprint or something. So this book just looked like a lot of fun. And also I love books that are fun to read, but they also are teaching more than just a story. You know, it's a fun way of learning. So like this one is a fun way of learning about construction, about buildings, and just how things work. So I thought that was cool. Okay, let's grab the next box and see if it's full of crinkly paper too. This one doesn't feel as heavy, so we'll see. This probably has some more presents, like present type ones, and not just mom couldn't help herself and bought all the books. So let's get the crinkle paper out of this one, and then we'll talk about this box. Okay, so we're ready. So I got the crinkle paper out, and so let's dive into the first book here. This is actually for my almost 4-year-old. I thought this looked really fun. It has the little finger paints, stamp pads, whatever those things are called. They're right there. And so then it has a bunch of activities in here that you can do with them. And some of them, I know some of the reviews or whatever suggested you could do this on separate paper. So if you don't want to do it in here, or if they've already done it in here, they could still do it again on separate paper. So let's put it over here so I can actually see what I'm doing over here. So then it'll have them stamp their finger, and they can learn how to do a fox. And you know, it has kind of a story in it as well. But then oranges, lemons, and these are all, it's probably hard to tell on video, but they're all like fingerprints, and that's what it's meant to be. So I just thought this would be something fun for her to do, and just a little bit different than what she normally gets. And then I also got one for my 5-year-old. And so this one's Dinosaurs. He loves dinosaurs and like trucks and construction stuff. And he likes Pokemon because his older brother loves Pokemon. And so I usually get him something like dinosaur related. So again, it's a similar idea with the dinosaurs, and it has a story that goes along with it. Sorry, I feel like I'm like in elementary school trying to show all the kids the book and just like don't know how to do it. It's kind of complicated. So anyways, it shows you the steps up here to make this certain dinosaur, and just a lot of fun. Again, they can do it on their own paper. They can do it in the book. So I just thought this would be a fun, different type of book. We don't have anything like that. And then this is a puzzle on Usborne. I don't know a whole lot about Usborne, but they do have some like deals. If you are spending more than like $40, you qualify for some of their discounted deals that they're having going on. And so this one was like half price because I had spent over that amount. If you can believe it, I spent over $40. I spent a lot more than over $40. Anyways, and so this is a book and jigsaw puzzle. So this looks like it's gonna be fun. It just is the jungle. And again, in that same video, the non-toy video, I mentioned how good puzzles are for Christmas gifts. I'm not using this as a Christmas gift. At least I'm not planning on it. Maybe I will. But it's a really good thing for kids. And my kids love pulling puzzles out of the closet back here and just laying down on the floor and doing puzzles. So I thought this would be a fun thing for them to do. Okay, then something else that's in here is this nature activity book. I first had picked this because I was like, maybe I'll give it to my 7-year-old girl. But then I saw the engineering books and decided on that, but I still love the idea of this book, all this nature schooling. I'm like really trying to be better about getting my kids outside. I love being outside. I love hiking. Sometimes it's just hard and stressful with all my kids and I don't want to do it. So these things help motivate me. So I thought this was fun. It just has a whole bunch of different things you could look for, has some different activities you could do outside. You know, there's a word search. If you don't want them to write in this book, you could just make copies of it. And so you could still make copies of everything and have this book clean. So you could use it time and time again instead of only one time. So I love that. So I'm excited to look through this. This has some winter constellations here. I just think this will be a really fun book, and they're always just so fascinating to me. This next book is one that was also a deal, because again, if you spend $40 and then more than 40 again, you get more deals because you're spending tons of money. not a good thing. I only do it with books, usually. I have a problem with books. And so this one was also half price. And so I thought this would be fun. Again, with nature schooling, it just goes through and shows you what all the different animals are, where they kind of live. So it's kind of going through habitats and stuff like that, but then just giving you a list of all these creatures. So I thought it'd be fun if you do see something or you're learning about something, we could look it up in this book, learn a little bit more about it and things like that, learn what other animals are also around, and that would just be a fun learning experience for them. And then the last book I think I have is for my 4-year-old. This just looked like a really cute book, like something that she would just really enjoy. So Amelia Who Could Fly. So this is really, I feel like this is the only like story book that I really got. The rest of them aren't necessarily storybooks. And so I just opened it up and I don't even know necessarily what the story is about. I just thought it looked super pretty and cute and the reviews were good. And it just seemed like something that my daughter would really like. So that's that book. So those are my books. Those are our Christmas book haul right here. And I'm excited to wrap these up. I'm excited to look through the other ones that I got and just to learn more about the world and just be excited about the world. And my kids are always excited to open their books. They get to open one early and it's always just a very exciting time for them. And so we're excited. We're excited about books. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and if you'd like to see more kind of book related stuff, because I love talking about books and sharing book ideas. And list any books that you are just loving right now down below, because I would love to hear, either for yourself or for your children. I would love to hear all your suggestions, and I will see you next time.